Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Capricorn for the month of July. It is a general reading, so it will not resonate with each and every one of you who are watching. If this does not sound like your story, check your moon and your rising sign. Your messages could be there. If not, check back in the following week when I put out a new message for your sign. So what I'm seeing here in the central central position, the situation, we have this King of Cups here, and you see he is he's eyeing the cup. He does not look happy, and we have the same impression with this card. You have a boar here, so somebody being very stubborn, who is eyeing a cup, only now we see that the cup was spilled. Okay, so he's looking that way, maybe giving the cold shoulder perhaps, trying to ignore it, but his eyes focus there on the cup. So there could have been some upset, some emotional outburst that brought this change in. But this change, because the wheel is here, had to happen. It had to happen. It's for the highest good that it did happen. So let's continue. This person, their ego may be bruised. Okay, this could be why the cold shoulder. You cannot see your way clear to making a decision, or someone can't. There's an air of secretiveness or mystery here. Someone perhaps playing their cards close to their chest, or just not showing their hand. Possibly this has to do with all of these swords, somebody keeping secrets. Because we have a card of secretiveness, and we also have this person dressed in black who is the executioner, and he has this woman blindfolded. He has her all tied up, pushing her through the mud towards that prison of swords. So she may feel that this person is being secretive, hiding things from her. There are things that he doesn't want her to see or to know. She cannot see, which is it's indicated here on this card of, and maybe seeks psychic advice, possibly, because we have the moon, it's dark. She's playing with an Ouija board here, seeking answers. Seeking answers in the unknown. The relationship sits in very choppy water right now. And there's a lot of confusion about the expansion or the growth of this relationship. There could be a motherly figure or family involved, possibly causing or at the root cause of all of the arguments, or an argument that took place. There was a disagreement. Somebody's ego is bruised, and they may be giving you the cold shoulder right now, being very stubborn. The Four of Coins. This is somebody who's holding on to something, you see. This card would, it's like asking, somebody might be asking, what have you created? Or maybe they're asking that of themselves. What have I done? What have I created? Is this what I really want? It could be asking, what exactly are you holding on to? What or whom is holding you back or holding this back? It's resistance to change. So somebody's being stubborn, somebody's resisting some type of change. And it could be out of fear. And it has to do with this Ten of Cups and family and fulfillment. But somebody's checking up on that. This person went down into the basement and they're checking the balance of the emotions. And this is because of a transformation that occurred, a disagreement that happened, emotional outbursts that took place. The Fool bends down to smell the rose, completely unaware of the dangers that surround that action. The Fool can be impulsive, it can be naive. He may not be listening to his intuition. Above, we have the World, the Knight of Wands, and the Preparation card. So, the World is about closing off a cycle. And maybe this is the cycle that you want to close off here. It can be closing one cycle, starting a new. This is can be a new beginning, and the Fool can be a new beginning. Stepping into the unknown. The Knight of Wands, here he's a vampire, and he's setting his minions, his bats here, free in the night to work his bidding. He sends them out to work his bidding. This card can indicate it could indicate a passion or a flare of passion that can be overwhelming. It's like a draw, a very high attraction. This person is charming and irresistible. But there can be arrogance here. They can be willful. They can be stubborn. So this has to be the same person here. You may have been trying or working on this person or hoping to overcome the issues you have with this person. If they are very stubborn, if they are very arrogant, if others, because there's a lot of bats here. And I feel that there's family or close friends involved here, putting their nose where it shouldn't be, or he's listening to advice from someone else. You could be not just fighting for this relationship, you could be fighting family, close friends of this person who influence him. So you're trying to shed light on this card of poverty. This is you because it is the King of Coins. You have options, but what is heavily on your mind is getting clarity on a situation that perhaps seems lacking emotionally, and we had you down in the basement uh, looking at the equalness of the emotions. You are looking over a message, or you're thinking back to something here that happened, and perhaps an emotional outburst. Maybe this emotional outburst even came by way of message, or you are undecided as to a message that you would send to this person. A message, and on the other side of you we have an agreement. So it's about communication, a discussion. Maybe you want to send off a message to this person to have a discussion, but you are undecided. You want to go equally one way as the other in this Two of Swords, which is right in between. Should I reach out to them, or should I maybe wait for them to reach out to me? I mean, many things could be crossing your mind here, but you're definitely feeling stuck here. You want to get to the truth. Now, external here to this situation is family. It is belief, somebody's belief system. Somebody who needs to open their mind, or to change their attitude or the way they think. Maybe they're not doing that, and maybe they need to. Maybe there's too much interference here. There's seems to be a lack of attention to detail or to one's feelings with this card of diplomacy here. It speaks to somebody's bad behavior, to neglect. Somebody who may say things impulsively, regardless of the consequences their words might have on that situation or on that person. Saying things regardless of how it makes somebody feel. So this person, that seems to be an issue, that they have a disregard for your feelings. Now, on the Ace of Pentacles, which we're seeing over here in the reverse, there seems to be a lot of mistrust. You have the card of mistrust on the Ace of Pentacles. And here in your, this is in your hopes and fears, and you fear that this is not going to work, that it's not going to get off the ground. The other person could be somebody who's very controlling. You may feel powerless with being able to turn things around or to try to change things. You and I feel that This is based upon experience or experiences that you've had with this person. And you're, with regards to transforming or being able to transform this, there's a lot of mistrust. You're being very cautious, very careful. You're kind of like on very unsteady ground here, or shaky ground. Because, well, we saw that with that Six of Swords, you had one foot still in the choppy water. The Six of Coins here, it's a card of being defensive, being watchful. This is a card of fear of loss, fear that something might be taken from you. You may fear you have a lot to lose. Keeping a close eye on something or someone, and it's coming with the Hermit who's holding his lantern up. Let's have a look. At the overall advice here. We have Water and Salt, which is about a truth. It's about speaking the truth, the plain truth, getting to the truth. And even when you fear speaking the truth, because sometimes speaking up or speaking the plain truth is punished. And you may well be punished in some way here for saying what you know to be true. But in time, it will have been more than worth it, because the time to placate and please is over. Saying how it is and why it is will be the most healing action you could possibly take at this time. And in the long term, it will be rewarded. It is a card of plain honesty. Truth and clarity. The Snow Queen is about loyalty, and you could be questioning where that person's loyalty lies. It is a card of hope, love, and loyalty. It is an inner knowing that this love will last or will come back to you, even if it feels like it's over, because it may feel like it's over here with this truth. And you may not feel important to that person anymore at this time. But this card asks you to allow time to work its magic, to have patience. And this love, this friendship, this partner will be returned to you. And the love that you have will be felt again in time. This card is saying that a time of coldness will be followed by warm hearts and affection. Thumbelina. Thumbelina's fate is constantly being decided by those around her. And in all of this is the quest to find where she truly belongs. That feeling of being home, of belonging, of finding her true family. It's a tale of empowerment, finding your own way, making your own friendships and relationships, caring for yourself, making your own choices, and yet not losing your warm heart along the way. She says that the times when you've been ridiculed or rejected, these will become a memory, and you will find your true home. So you may be feeling rejected and abandoned. You may be going through some cold times, but you will find your way, and this love will be returned to you. So let time work its magic. I thank you for watching, for liking and sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, I would like to say thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to you.